Let me take you back to 2008. Every haircut looked like this, and this, and this, and this. Every food looked like this, and every movie looked like this. 2008 was the year of masterpiece movies. Mamma Mia, Speed Racer, Hancock, and the mother of all movies ever made, Camp Rock. Camp Rock is a goddamn classic. With a review by David on Rotten Tomatoes calling it undeniably tedious, it's clear that this movie is much better than the mind can even perceive. This man had to make up words just for his review. Camp Rock is a 2008 horror documentary starring the freaking Jonas Brothers and demigod Lovato. If that's not like the power duo of the century, three brothers and Demi. Power quadro of the century, then I don't know what is. This movie is truly phenomenal. Like, okay, it's bad. It's objectively not a good movie, but it is cheese to the maximum. To the most supreme level of cheese. It's that. And because of that, I absolutely adore it. And I was thoroughly entertained throughout rewatching this movie. Like, I really love this movie. I think my favorite part of this movie is Joe Jonas's face. Because, I don't know why, but his face is just so weirdly funny. Like, he's hot, but his face is funny as hell. And besides his face, you have freaking Demi Lovato's never-ending charismatic smile. Like the same smile, 60 times in the movie. Faces and smiles, dude. That should be the tagline of Camp Rock. Joe Jonas does faces and Demi Lovato smiles. But from the same genius director of The Oogie Loves and The Big Balloon Adventure comes a musical, I guess. It's not really a musical. There is a lot of music, but unlike musicals where people just start singing in your face during a normal conversation, ahem, Gabriella, in this movie, all the singing bits are extremely normal because they're all coming from performances at the camps or just Joe Jonas being Joe Jonas. And a lot of the songs are freaking great, too. This movie kind of makes a point against pop, and yet the songs that you're supposed to hate in the context of the movie are really cute and fun, and I like them a lot. But of course, I can't play any of the bangering banger songs here because of YouTube copyright. So, just like my incredible Lemonade Mouth video, I'll be covering the most important songs really accurately and beautifully. It's crazy how this is one of the top Disney original movies, literally being watched by the entire population. Like, that's insane. The movie begins with Demi Lávate las manos waking up and going through a whole montage in her room. She rocks out and looks around her room like it's her first time ever being there. So that makes me question, every morning when she wakes up, does she just like do this morning routine? Like she greets the day by spending 2 hours rocking out when her mom screamed for her to get ready? But my biggest question is, whose hand is this? This is not Demi Lovato's hand. This hand is definitely that of the elder variety. I guess her hand just rapidly aged for a split second. Look at that. That's not Demi's hand, what? The mom, though, is from freaking Wizards of Waverly Place. Now that's epic. We then see that Joe Jonas is having some kind of controversy on TV. His name in the movie is Shane Gray. Shane Gray. How much closer to a rich Chad can you get than a name like Shane Gray? Shane Gray sounds like the owner of like a face mask company. We then meet Demi's friend at school, but you can just forget about her because she's literally never in the movie again, except for this 1 minute. We also meet her dad, who is never in the movie again, so you can also forget him. They talk about how Demi really wants to go to Camp Rock because she wants to be in the music industry, but her mom won't let her.
Camp Rock is a no-go.
You're going to Camp Rock.
Her mom just says, screw it, I'm gonna be the caterer for the camp because she runs a catering company or something. And, you know, Demi loves catering, so she's like, ah! And then boom, we're already at Camp Rock. It's like the first 30 seconds of this movie and we're at Camp Rock. That's awesome. You know it's a camp for musically inclined people since the first guy you see is assaulting a bus with drumsticks. Wait, what is that logo? What is that? Is that a, that kind of looks like an Air Nation symbol. And a dip. We then see some goddess come out of the limo in a noticeably choppy shot. Like I guess they just didn't want to fix this. It's really messy and kind of funny. I love this movie, it's so innocent feeling. But we then meet the head of the camp, and I'ma just say this now, this man is creepy, dude. His word choice is just quite questionable.
No worries, she probably just wanted to get out there, get to it, you know what I mean?
So we then follow Demigod meeting people around the camp, and she runs into Tess, and she's all like,
Sorry, I didn't see you. Obviously.
obviously, dude. We then find out that some celebrity is supposed to be attending the camp to teach them about stuffs, and that celebrity is Joe Jonas. I love how terrible Kevin Jonas's acting is. He literally looks at the camera when he finishes a line.
We have a problem with that. Oh, and can you make me a birdhouse or something?
Shut the f- We then see Demi disposing of a corpse that she mangled, and she overhears a bunch of girls singing. I just love how one of these girls tries to talk, but she can predict herself getting cut off, so she just stops talking. This is unedited.
Hello, we're trying, but you're. If we want to win, you.
Seriously, who edited this? Was it you? Was it you, Billy? We then see Joe Jonas, who overhears Demi sing, and I cannot stress how great his faces are every time we cut back to him. He's just like, ew, ooh, 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 ooh. So eventually, Demi lies to the Popularish girls and tells them that her mom is like the president of some music label in China, because you gotta remember, Google wasn't a thing in 2008. That wasn't invented for at least another 10 years. And so she moves into their cabin with them. Demi then gives them a taste of her singing powers, and look, I'd be lying if I didn't say that Demi Lovato's voice is incredible. Like, it's infectious, it's awesome. Demi then starts her camp life of waking up early to help her mom, but also hide the fact that she's there to work most of the time because she has to keep that private. We then see more creepy stuff from the camp instructor.
Can't argue with a finger.
Oh, it's just gross, dude. It's just gross. Joe Jonas then goes to the kitchen and finds Demi covered in flour, but that doesn't stop her from telling him off.
Well, you're kind of being a jerk.
And you are?
A person. And there's a way to talk to a person, and that's not it.
Then they all go to dance class, and one guy dies. But hey, skirt, that night Tess performs a flashy pop song with Demi, and the others are as background dancers. And somehow, Tess has like a magical voice projection, considering she is not using any mic whatsoever. And only the background singers are using mics. What an epic power move. In the context of the movie, you're supposed to hate this song, but honestly it snaps, and I do not regret loving it one bit. It makes me feel strong. I'll give you a quick snippet of the song real quick. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm gonna give you a quick snippet. Cause I'm too cool to know you. Don't take it personal. Don't get emotional. You know it's the truth. I'm too cool for you. Yeah. So eventually we just go through a bunch of back and forths of Joe Jonas falling for Demi, and Demi's friend finding out that she's not famous after she dies. Her friend then tries to show off some sick beats to everyone, but Tess comes at her with those gang signs. And honestly, I never realized this was the origin of this.
Whatever, Major Loser.
I never realized that the thing that literally haunted me throughout middle school originated in Camp Rock. Every kid did these gang signs, and I never realized that. And I felt so left out. I felt so left out, dude. So eventually Demi is exposed for not having a famous mom, which makes zero sense. Because she told only 4 people, and they're the only ones that actually cared. But yet everyone else seems to be shocked and gasped.
Your mom cooks our food, and you help her. That's the only way you could afford this camp, right? You're a real jerk. Maybe. But at least I'm not a big fat liar.
Oh, Big Fat Liar? I love that movie. Did I hear 10,000 likes for a video on Big Fat Liar starring Frankie Muniz? That would be so epic.
Really thought you were different. But you're just like everyone else.
Oh no, your mom's a cook, I hate you. But this is all remedied at the final jam concert where they have everyone performing a bunch of songs. One of the girls in Tessie's posse comes out acting all independent and performs a song about herself, and we get a cheesy flashback on her moments like they were actually significant, and it's hilarious. She somehow plays the guitar and changes notes and chords without ever moving her left hand. And then the moment we've all been waiting for, Demi gets on stage and kills it. She sings her heart out, and Joe realizes who she is, and he's like, When I watched this movie as a kid, I actually used to take my TV remote and I would act like I'm Demi Lovato singing. I was such a stupid nerd doing my own epic rock show like her during one of those sing-along specials that they did on Disney Channel. So of course, let me give you guys a taste of that special concert. This is real. This is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. Gonna let the light shine on me. Now I know, now I found who I am. There's no way to hold it in. No one hiding who I wanna be. This is me. God, I'm so talented. So after all of this, everyone's just happy and hanging out and rocking out, and that's Camp Rock. That's the end. Woo! It would be such a missed opportunity if I did not call Camp Rock campy. Like, this movie is camp incarnate. This movie invented campiness. The editing is god awful. The sound design is all over the place and very, very messy. But, dude, I love this movie. Demi is infectious as hell with her joy, and something about this movie just gives me a nice smile and a really good feeling inside. I mean, I could stand here and nitpick all day. Like the fact that Demi and her friend are blowing up balloons one time and the balloons float like they're using helium, so I guess they just naturally exhale helium. There's just so much to make fun of in this movie. I mean, have you seen the haircuts? Jesus Christ. I like how one of the friends that gets trampled upon by Tess becomes independent, but the other one is just left there. Like, she doesn't do anything. Apparently the sequel ups the ante by having it be a legit musical with dance numbers and stuff, but I prefer the Dutch dub.
Fernsehen, los geht's.
Sehen Sie, Camp-Duell. Nur ein Camp wird überleben. Und danach sind wir erledigt. Und zwar endgültig.
Alles klar, Leute. Wenn wir das Camp retten wollen, müssen wir die absolut beste Performance hinlegen. Es geht um unseren Sommer.
I love Camp Rock. It's a bad movie. Objectively, it's a pile of crap. But that doesn't change my enjoyment. It's so bad, it's good. I like to talk about a lot of Disney movies on here for a reason. I mean, I don't want to just talk about Disney movies, even though this month's video schedule is basically only that. But talking about them is so much fun. I'm sorry, did someone say they want more Joe Jonas faces? I know I do! Hey, I just created a Twitch, by the way. There's a link in the description. I'll be playing Viva Pinata on there. And probably only Viva Pinata. If you like gardening, then follow me on Twitch, and I'll be live streaming gardening all the time, every day. I'm streaming right now, probably. I don't know. Love you guys.